Hi, I'm Ghost Prime, and thanks for stopping by to check out Age of the Prime Air Raid with me. This is a versus review, and I'm going to do this one a little different. As you see, I'm just going to do it here. It's going to be super quick. Show you what he comes with, which is these two guns, and that's pretty much it. He looks like this, which is actually okay. His guns he could fit in his either hands here, either of these hands. He has all kinds of modern articulation. Heads on a ball joint, can look up and down, all the way around, all the way out, up, biceps, hollowness there. Not too bad, though. It's expected. Legs, that, ankle tilts, out this far, thighs, and a waist swivel. It actually looks like it goes through 360, so that's not bad at all. Actually, I've been having fun with this guy's articulation and posing him in different ways. Let's get a close to that head sculpt. And the head looks pretty good. I got some gray and blue and silver. On the chest there, we got some white paint with the Autobot logo. I don't know why they insist on keeping doing this. These could have been red. It would have kept in line if more they were G1, or I know it's on the same sprue, but it would have been red. Would have been cool. I think a little red spot there of paint around to the side, either wings, silver right there. One thing I did just realize I forget to mention: these are technically accessories. They are painted. They come in a little accessory package in the box. Then they just plug in right there. There he is with his Wavemate slingshot and the adorable little G1 version. One thing I always loved about the G1 version, he has a little, looks like a little plate in the back of him. I always loved that about the Aerobots, and this does not do that. I wish it did. I wish it did. But that's how they look together. You can tell it's the same character. And finally, what we've been waiting for, the Combiner Wars version here. The Combiner Wars version actually is sporting quite a bit more paint. He has these gold on the chest pieces that I really like, and there's a lot of red showing up on the legs. Stand up, air raid. And, overall, I think they're different stylized versions. Let's see the head sculpts on these two. Getting as close as I can, having both of these head sculpts in frame, you can see there are definite differences to deco and shape. This one being more reminiscent, I guess, of the G1 toy, and it's very squared off, sort of look like it would be a peg. And this one is rounded, more cartoony looking. Definitely going for the cartoon look on this, or this one's more stylized. You see an Autobot logo on the shoulder points there. There's some of that sort of orange gold I was mentioning. More of the orange gold there. White legs, red pieces. He has these like orangey pieces on the side on his wings for the paint, where he doesn't have anything at all. On the back, they both do have the ship or the parts of this plane. They do different things. So, okay, this locks into place here via pegs. But in the cartoon, he had his wings kind of more out like that, and you could display him that way. Same with this one, you could display his wings more out. But it looks a little weirder on the Combiner Wars one. Articulation-wise, they're pretty much the same with the exception of a ankle tilt. They didn't have ankle tilts then. But otherwise, pretty much the same articulation, although the waist is more of a crotch than a waist, where his is more at the waist. Other than that, articulation is predominantly exactly the same. Joints are a little looser. He is, I want to say he's lighter. He feels lighter. It doesn't feel as solid as this one. I could be wrong. They don't have a scale, but he doesn't feel quite as solid. Transformation on the new one versus the old one is both similar and different. I mean, there's not really much you could do. The one thing I don't like about this one is you can see these pegs right here and this hole right here. The arms just peg in. You just put the hands in and the arms peg into the side like that. All right, here he is in plane mode, and he looks pretty good. He's supposed to, I think, be an F-15, so these are not in the right spot. These would be out here. I'm not sure if they just couldn't get the license or whatever, but they've done it with Starscream. He has this weird little landing gear there and landing feet, and you can actually kind of make him look like he's, well, got it before, doing it now. Kind of make him look like he's kind of taking off. I don't know why that's loosening up now, but I was able to do it. Maybe yours you can. Now, it's very Combiner Warsy, the plane. You could really tell that they put more into the robot mode, or maybe even this combined mode. I think he's a leg, so you just kind of plug him into the back of the armature. It does have ports on the underside of the wings for his guns. You go ahead and put those in the 5mm ports on the underside. Of course, waffling does show up under here, but that's to be expected. This does have 2 hinges. So it goes down like that. It also goes down like this opens up and goes down like that. And I'm not sure, because of course that is for combined mode. But I'm not sure how that's going to look. It's not in the instructions. So it's something that time will have to tell on that. But these joints are really tight, and that's something that's okay. I like that. That's good. That is good. There he is with the Generation 1 version of Air Raid, and he looks... this looks gorgeous in jet mode. So you can really tell that where they were going with it. I would like some toy hacks to make these kind of colors for this wing. I believe these are sort of bland with the white. I'd have to look again on the cartoon if that's how it was. I'm sure it was something like that. You can see what I mean about how these tail fins like that, and these are closer together. There is a slingshot, so you can see there is a bit of a size difference here. Out of these two, I think Slingshot is the better figure. We'll see about the rest. And now time for the comparison in plane mode. And as you can see, they are actually different jets. So this one has the opening wings, it's actually rubber tail fins, but as you could tell, it's painted. So it's painted with the stripes, an Autobot logo with the white around it. Overall, I think the paint is nicer on the Combiner Wars version. These are hard plastic, and they are plugged in like you saw earlier, but there's just not as much paint. So this has got the silver, orange, red on it, all over, and where this one just doesn't have that. I think this one could use a little bit more color, like the Generation 1 and like this one. Overall, I mean, they're both planes with robots on the underside of them. There's very obvious robots on the underside of each one of these. I don't think either one of these does a good job in a plane mode. From the side, I like that it has a landing gear at least. But yeah, so that's what they look like, and I think I kind of even them out here. I really do think this is where they come into like they're kind of even territory. Bot mode is better on this guy.